What's up, bikers? Welcome back to your favorite moto channel with today's hot news. And today, we have news that might even make the bike parked in your garage shake. So, get ready. We have BMW's big adventure update, Ducati's new discovery, Yamaha's retro special edition, and a 3-cylinder surprise from Zontes. So, let's start the video. So first, let's start with BMW Motorrad, who have refreshed their adventure tourers, the F900GS and R1300GS models, for 2026 for the international market. The most interesting thing is, mechanically, both bikes remain almost the same as the previous models, but new colors and packages have arrived. The big bike, meaning the R1300GS Standard, is now available in the new style trophy variant, which brings a mix of white aluminum matte metallic and racing blue metallic. Although the adventure version didn't get new shades, but its touring package got new handguard extensions, and the Enduro Pro package added a new engine guard. And the small but powerful F900GS got 2 new shades. One is Snapper Rocks Blue Matte Metallic, and the other is Racing Blue Metallic, or Light White Uni or Racing Red Uni. Speaking of power, the F900GS is powered by an 895cc twin-cylinder engine that produces 105 RP at 8,500 RPM and 93 Nm peak torque at 6,750 RPM. It runs on 21 and 17-inch cross-spoke wheels and weighs just 219 kg. On the other hand, the R1300GS has a 1-300cc boxer twin motor, providing 145 RP at 7,750 RPM and 149 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. And this monster weighs 237 kilos, but feels much lighter while riding. Now let's talk about that BMW bike, which is coming to shake up the Indian as well as the rest of the Asian and European markets. And that is the BMW F450GS. Friends, the good news is that production of this bike has started at TVS's Hosur plant. In the strategic partnership of TVS and BMW Motorrad, which started in 2013. This is the first multi-cylinder premium offering, made in the TVS and BMW collaboration, and they recently crossed the 200,000 unit production milestone, among which notable models were the G310R and 310GS. And here the biggest question is, production has started, but when will it launch? So the answer is expected at the India Bike Week 2025 event, happening on December 19th to 20, and the price will be announced along with it. However, the interesting thing is that unofficial bookings have already started at some dealerships in India for a token amount of 10,000 to 50,000 rupees. So let's shortly know some specs of the BMW F450GS. The F450GS engine is a 480cc parallel twin liquid-cooled engine, creating 48 HP at 8,750 RPM and 43 Nm peak torque at 6,750 RPM, and the bike will be available in 4 variants: Basic, Exclusive, Sport, and GS Trophy, where there will be differences in features and electronic rider aids, and if it is brought to the Indian market at an aggressive introductory price like 4.5 lakh rupees, it will be amazing. And if the pricing in Europe is like the KTM 390 Adventure, then it can be expected that the bike will be a huge hit. You've heard adventure bike updates for a while, so let's switch from adventure to sports bikes. Recently, Yamaha is celebrating their 70th anniversary, and for this they have brought a special edition of the R3 to the international market. And the bike is the Yamaha R3 70th Anniversary Special Edition. Although the design is like the standard R3, what sets it apart is its amazing red and white livery. This color scheme has been used on the fairing, fuel tank, and tail section, and on the side panel there are red tiles in 3D format, which look really attractive. The logo fonts are also very retro, maintaining a period-correct look. However, even though color and graphics have changed, there is no change in the engine. This R3 is powered by a 321cc parallel twin liquid-cooled engine, capable of producing 40.4 horsepower and 29.4 Nm of torque. The bike has USD forks, rear monoshock, 17-inch alloy wheels, and disc brakes with dual-channel ABS. Along with that, there is a TFT screen and assist and slipper clutch. Although its previous model was available in India at an ex-showroom price of 3.39 lakh rupees, this new version is unlikely to come to India due to cost, though the bike will be available in other countries. After the Yamaha R3, Today's coverage's wildcard is Zontes. This Chinese company now wants to start the big adventure bike game across Asia and Europe, and that is the Zontes 703F 2026. Guys, hearing this bike's specs will surprise you. It features a 699cc inline 3-cylinder liquid-cooled engine. It produces 95.88 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 76 Nm torque at 7,500 RPM. And Zontes really wants to compete with the big players this time, because the bikes they make are no less than Japanese or European bikes in terms of quality. And as a pure adventure bike, it has a 22-liter fuel tank, 21-inch front, and 18-inch rear tubeless cross-spoke wheels. But the real surprise of the bike is in its hardware. Marzocchi fully adjustable forks have been used, and for braking there is a J-Huan disc setup, dual-channel ABS, and traction control. And in terms of technology, the bike has things usually seen in much more expensive bikes, like a 6.75-inch TFT screen with phone connectivity, electric windscreen, heated handlebars, hand grips, built-in wide-angle dashcam, and even blind spot warning. And currently, this bike is being displayed at Thailand's Motor Expo 2025, but the price or sale time is not known yet. But one thing is certain, if its price is reasonable, big brands might get worried. And finally, there is a quick tech update from MotoGP, which is being widely discussed, because at the Valencia test, Ducati brought some new strategies. A new device was seen under Nicolo Bulega's factory race bike, which looks like two metal spikes. And it is assumed that this is a sensor to measure airspeed and pressure, so the effect of activating the ride height device can be understood better. However, the interesting thing is, Francesco Bagnaia's bike didn't have this new device. So, these were the biggest news stories of the bike world today. BMW is making its adventure lineup more attractive, Yamaha is bringing a new retro flavor to sport bikes, and Zontes is showing that premium features are possible at a low price. Which of these 5 updates did you find the most exciting? Don't forget to let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, like it, share it with friends. And to get all such moto news first, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. See you in the next video. Ride hard, stay safe.